everyone, I'm Colin. Instead of trusting God to lead them, the Israelites wanted an impressive king like the nations around them.
Have you seen the Philistines' king?
Iron weapons.
Awesome war horse. We need a king like that.
At last, God gave the people what they wanted, a tall, handsome king named Saul. But while Saul looked good, he was impatient and made choices out of fear instead of love for God. So God spoke to the prophet Samuel.
I am sending you to Jesse in Bethlehem. I have chosen one of his sons to be king.
Did you catch that? God wanted Samuel to pick the next king, while Saul was still king. You can imagine Saul would be very angry with Samuel if he found out. But Samuel chose to obey God and travel to Bethlehem, where Jesse and his family lived. Jesse brought 7 of his sons to Samuel. They looked strong and handsome, good king material.
This is my first son, Eliab.
This has to be God's choice for king.
But God spoke to Samuel's heart.
Do not consider how handsome or tall he is. I have not chosen him. People look at the outside of a person, but the Lord looks at what is in his heart.
Next.
How about Abinadab?
Even though this second son looked impressive too, Samuel was listening carefully to God.
The Lord has not chosen him either.
Samuel checked out the other 5 sons too, but
The Lord hasn't chosen any of them. Are these the only sons you have?
My youngest son is taking care of the sheep.
Send for him.
so Jesse sent for David. At this time, youngest sons were considered to be unimportant, definitely not king material. But when David arrived, he was probably kind of sweaty and smelly from spending all his time with the sheep. But God spoke to Samuel again.
Get up and anoint him. This is the one.
Samuel poured oil on David's head, a special sign of God's favor. Instead of picking one of the brothers who looked more like a king, Samuel had listened to God, and God helped him make the wise choice. In case you're wondering whether David was really the wise choice for king, well, let's take a look at what happened next. See, while God had chosen David, Saul was still king. David went right back to taking care of the sheep. But Israel was at war with the Philistines, and soon Saul and God's people faced a giant challenge.
I dare the soldiers of Israel to send a man down to fight me.
Not a single man from Israel's army, including David's brothers, was willing to face Goliath. But when Jesse sent David to check on his brothers, David offered to fight the Philistines' giant champion.
You are too young.
I've killed a lion and a bear while taking care of my father's sheep. The Lord saved me then, and he'll save me from this Philistine too.
David refused King Saul's armor. Instead, he picked up 5 smooth stones to use in his slingshot.
Come here, boy. I'll feed you to the birds.
You come to fight me with a sword? But I come against you in the name of the Lord. He will give me victory.
The stone flew from David's sling and hit Goliath on the forehead. The giant fell to the ground. When the Philistines saw their hero was dead, they ran away in fear, and the Israelites chased after and defeated them. Samuel had trusted God to help him make the wise choice, and then David relied on God for wisdom to defeat Goliath. Years later, David finally did become the king of Israel. And more than 1,000 years after that, Jesus was born into David's family line in Bethlehem. The end.